Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are from.
Good evening, Father.
Good evening, Father.
Let's wait for a while for others to join.
Good evening, Father.
Good evening, Joyce. How are you doing?
I'm good, Father. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Please give me a feedback on the chat box where are you from. Good evening, yes, good evening. Just type in where are you from so that I know you are following me, you are with me. Am I audible and visible to people on YouTube? Hi. Good evening, everyone. Yes. Just type in where are you from? Just your place name. Yes. Jasmine, welcome. You are from UK, Nepal. Russia, welcome. Good evening. Nakshatra from Kottayam, welcome. Yes, Marin, good evening. Shilpa, good evening. How are you doing? Yes. From UK. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Yes. You can type in your concerns if you have some clarifications need required. Alexander Kerala, yes. Bharat, good evening, Bharat, Gujarat. Hope you are doing good. So, yeah, good evening. Just type in where are you from. Just type in the chat box. Those are in the YouTube live. Yes. Ludhiana, Elizabeth Scott, good evening. Sound not clear, Father. Let me know others, please text. At Zoom, am I audible to you?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Hey, from
Audible.
Nigeria. Welcome. Yes, Naveen audible. Others, please type in whether I'm audible because someone has typed I'm not audible. Sound is not clear. Maybe you have a network issue. At Zoom, please mute yourself. It's clear. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. We are waiting for the people to enter in. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are from. Yes, welcome, Stephen. Just filing, we'll wait for 2-3 minutes so that everyone joins us. Keep smiling, send me some smileys, some emojis. That's the basic nature. From Gujarat, welcome, Lisa. Do they have an issue in entering? Yes, entering seems to be very slow. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. Good morning. Please type in if you are from, so that I know you are connected to me. Pakistan. Okay, welcome. Admin, shall we begin?
Yes, Father.
Father.
Yeah. So once again, good evening and welcome to EduSkills OET Made Easy. Our mission is to make you fall in love with OET. It's a absolutely free platform. Please subscribe to the channel and support us. Please do share to your contacts so that we reach out to maximum number of OET aspirants, especially those who are financially struggling to crack OET. And let's have a minute silent prayer. Okay, today we are going to look into the strategies and tips for reading part C. Specifically, on your request, we are taking up the text number 1, I believe, from sample 1, part C. Thank you, OET, for allowing me to use this for teaching purpose. And many have asked me for clarifications. They have sent me requests to explain some of those questions, and it was a part of discussion maybe day before yesterday in the platform at 8:30 discussion. Still, we will see, and I'll be teaching you some new strategy which I have never taught so far. Very new strategies where you can crack easily some of the questions. Okay, so let's enjoy reading part C, one of the easiest and most charming and beautiful segment of OET subtests. Let me share my screen. Is the screen visible?
Yes, Father.
Father.
Yes, Father.
So reading part C, key skills, strategies and tips to select the correct answer. The topic is sleep deprivation. We are starting with question number 8 because 7 we have already dealt with in the previous live session. So I'll not be going back to that particular question, which we have explained in detail. You can just visit the YouTube channel, the live segment, previous live segment. Okay. So this is known as one of the contrast word based question. And let's have a look at this text. And I think you can listen to the system and read at the same time. It's also a listening practice for you and try to understand things as you listen.
8. What do we learn about sleep in the second paragraph? A scientific opinion about its function has changed in recent years. B. There is now more controversy about it than there was in the past. Copyright researchers have tended to confirm earlier ideas about its purpose. D. Studies undertaken in the past have formed the basis of current research. A common refrain among sleep scientists about 2 decades ago was that sleep was performed by the brain in the interest of the brain. That wasn't a fully elaborated theory, but it wasn't wrong. Numerous recent studies have hinted at the purpose of sleep by confirming that neurological function and cognition are messed up during sleep loss, with the patient's reaction time, mood, and judgment all suffering if they are kept awake too long.
Okay, now coming to the question, what is the question stem? What is the key word there?
Father, slide is not visible.
Father, slide is not the.
Not visible?
No, it's showing
Father.
scale expressions, Father. Slide is different one.
How about the, oh, sorry. I'll have to share again. You didn't see while it was being read, right?
Yes, Father.
Father.
We need 2 seconds. Okay, let me know whether you can see it now.
No, still it's showing same slide, Father.
Sorry for the inconvenience. There is some technical issue. I am sharing it here, the right one, but you are not getting. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Father.
Audible, but not visible.
Audible.
Now,
Yes,
Yes,
Father. Now
Father.
we can see.
Visible.
Father.
anyhow, we have heard it. We will just analyzing it. Yes. So you can see here, right? Number eight,
Yes,
question
Father.
number 8. 7 we
Yes.
have already done in the previous live session. So what is the heading word in the topic, the question stand?
We learn what we
Learn.
learn.
Learn. Learn.
Learn about sleep, okay? Okay, and
Learn.
normally this is also known as about questions, okay? About, they're asking about something. And for beginners, definitely,
Second
as soon
paragraph.
as you get the material, see that you mark the paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be the first business. So that we straight away go into the answers. It's mentioning second paragraph, so the answer will be in the second paragraph. And now coming to the first question, answer option. First answer option, what is the keyword?
Opinion.
Function.
Inside
Function. It's function.
function, okay, function, okay. Second one,
Controversy.
controversy, okay. Third one,
Idea. Idea. Purpose. Ideas.
yeah, purpose, yeah, purpose. Or we can also say confirm earlier ideas about purpose. Confirm earlier ideas about purpose also you can say. Purpose also is clear. Okay. Next one,
Current research.
Current.
no,
Basis.
studies, no,
Studies undertaken.
basis of current research. Okay, because it says studies undertaken in the past, right? Okay, coming to this text. Have a glance at the text. What do you understand from the topic sentence? Is the topic sentence. First sentence is the topic sentence. And I said it's a contrast word based question. So where will be the answer?
After the contrast.
After the contrast word. After the contrast word, it's saying it wasn't wrong. It wasn't wrong means that is confirming the previous, confirming what is said in the topic sentence. Okay, slide is not clear. There is some, is it because of your problem, network issue? John, somebody is saying slide is not clear at YouTube channel. Somebody others, please respond. Is the slide readable?
Yes,
At the
Father.
YouTube channel, at the
In the
YouTube
YouTube.
channel, at the YouTube channel. Okay. Now, they are saying a common refrain among sleep scientists about 2 decades ago was that sleep was performed by the brain in the interest of the brain. But it wasn't wrong means it was right. This was, topic sentence was right. Numerous recent studies have hinted at the purpose of sleep. Purpose of sleep by confirming. Confirming what? Neurology function and cognition has messed up during sleep loss with the patient's reaction time, mood, and judgment all suffering if they are kept awake too long. So any idea? There is now
Tend to
there is
confirm earlier ideas about its purpose.
researchers have tended to confirm earlier ideas about its purpose because they are saying, see, earlier idea was a common refrain among sleep scientists. That was earlier idea, common refrain, common idea. About 2 decades ago was that sleep was performed by the brain in the interest of the brain. What is the purpose of the sleep? What is the purpose of the sleep? That was not wrong, but it wasn't wrong means it was right. That's being the recent studies. This was 2 decades ago, right?
Yes, Father.
This was 2 decades ago.
Past.
Now, recent studies. Recent studies. And here you have tended to confirm earlier ideas about its purpose. Earlier ideas means 2 decades ago. And now recent studies have confirmed, have hinted at the purpose of sleep by confirming that neurological function and cognition are messed up during sleep loss, which means brain functions are messed up, means sleep is needed for the function of the proper functioning of the brain. Is that clear?
Yes,
So what
Father.
is the answer? So the answer is this one.
Father.
Okay. Answer is C.
C.
Okay. Scientific opinion about its function has changed in recent year. This is opposite, right?
Yes,
Did not
Father.
change in recent year. This is opposite of what is said in the text. Okay. And here, there is now more controversy about it than there was past. There is no controversy at all. They have confirmed it. They have confirmed the previous ideas. There is no controversy. Now they are saying there is now more controversy. That means that's also just opposite. Is that clear?
Yes, Father.
Yeah. So we can eliminate this. This is opposite to the text, and this is also opposite to the text. And the other one, studies undertaken in the past have formed the basis of current research. They have not mentioned they have that was the basis of current research, but they have said the present studies have confirmed the previous studies. They have not mentioned. The fourth option is not mentioned in the text. Is that okay?
Yes, Father.
Yeah. So this is how it goes. Sleep was performed by the brain in the interest of the brain, but it wasn't wrong. Purpose of sleep confirmed. Okay, that's it. Cool. Okay, purpose of sleep. So if you want to give a heading to the whole paragraph, text, you can say the text speaks about the purpose of the sleep. That's how you have to give some headings. When you understand what is the paragraph, try to give a heading, write a heading for the paragraph. So that will help you to analyze better. Okay. So what do we learn about sleep in the second paragraph? Now you see, what do we learn? What tense is it? What do we learn? Which tense? Present tense, right? Do.
Present
It is present
tense.
tense, yeah. That also says you can't look into past and you'll have to look into present tense answers, options. That's cool. Now time expression you have recent, new, earlier, past, 2 decades ago. Contrast word, what? Compare and contrast language, nature of the text, recent years, and now. Earlier, C option speaks about earlier, D option speaks about past, text speaks about 2 decades ago. And negative sentence, it wasn't wrong. It wasn't wrong means it was right. So negative expression should be careful about. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, let the system read for you. Listen and read. Okay, slide is visible, right?
Visible, Father.
Okay. Just listen and read along. Okay, let's have practice.
9. What particularly impressed Bob McCarley of Harvard Medical School? A. The effectiveness of adenosine as a sedative. B. The influence of caffeine on adenosine receptors. Copyright the simultaneous production of adenosine and adenosine receptors. D. The extent to which adenosine levels fall when subjects are allowed to sleep. In 1997, Bob McCarley and colleagues at Harvard Medical School found that when they kept cats awake by playing with them, a compound known as adenosine increased in the basal forebrain as the sleepy felines stayed up longer, and slowly returned to normal levels when they were later allowed to sleep. McCarley's team also found that administering adenosine to the basal forebrain acted as a sedative, putting animals to sleep. It should come as no surprise then that caffeine, which blocks adenosine's receptor, keeps us awake. Teaming up with Bashir and others, McCarley later discovered that, as adenosine levels rise during sleep deprivation, so do concentrations of adenosine receptors, magnifying the molecule's sleep-inducing effect. The brain has cleverly designed a two-stage defense against the consequences of sleep loss, McCarley says. Adenosine may underlie some of the cognitive deficits that result from sleep loss. Micali and colleagues found that infusing adenosine into rats' basal forebrain impaired their performance on an attention test, similar to that seen in sleep-deprived humans. But adenosine levels are by no means the be-all and end-all of sleep deprivation's effects on the brain or the body.
Okay, now I'm going to teach you a very new method. Now, from the question stem, what is important here?
Impressed, particularly impressed.
Impressed. What does it speak about? Impression, impressed,
Emotions.
emotion. And Bob
Em-
McKelly, the name, Bob McKelly, the name is also important. Now the options.
Effectiveness, sedative.
Effectiveness of
Adenosine as
Adenosine as a sedative.
sedative. Okay. Yeah, influence of caffeine.
Caffeine on.
Yeah. Simultaneous production of adenosine and adenosine receptors.
adenosine
Okay.
receptor.
Adenosine and adenosine receptors, two things. Okay. And is there the extent to which adenosine levels fall when subjects are allowed to sleep? Adenosine levels fall. Okay. Now the thing is this: what are they asking? They are asking what particularly impressed Bob McCarley. Now tell me where you have the names. Bob McCarley.
First line. First line.
First line. Now they are asking about the impression of Bob McCarley. First line, it is speaking about what?
Bob McCarley and colleagues.
Bob McCarley and colleagues, and our question is not about colleagues, only about Bob McCarley. Okay. Now again, you have somewhere here.
Bob McCarley's team.
McCarley team.
Yeah. McCarley's team. Again, it says McCarley's team, but question is not about McCarley's team. It's only about McCarley's impression. This is the strategy that you will find repeatedly in OET. Okay. So when there is a name, typically a name, this can be called as moving from general to particular or moving from plural to singular. Okay. Differentiating between singular to plural to singular. Now, where do you have McCarley? Do you have anywhere only McCarley?
McCarley later discovered.
Yeah, McCarley.
Later
Discovered.
brain has cleverly designed.
Okay. Brain has cleverly designed. Where is it? Yeah, brain has cleverly designed. Okay. Then before that, McCarley later discovered.
That.
Okay. McCarley discovered that as adenosine levels rise during sleep deprivation, so do concentration of adenosine. See, so do adenosine levels, so do concentration of adenosine receptors. Both are there. Okay. They're speaking about McCarley. Immediately you have later discovered. Okay. And
Yes.
molecular sleep. Magnifying the molecule sleep inducing effect. Okay. Cleverly designed. Brain has cleverly designed means, see, Shanmuga has cleverly planned her studies. Means I am impressed, right? When I give you an impression that Shanmuga has cleverly planned her OET studies, which means I am impressed. I am impressed about our plan. So this strategy should be very particular. When there are many men, the team or the group or association and a particular person, if they are asking about a particular person's impression, just ignore other things and directly go to that particular name where you have only the name, not the team. Is that clear?
Yes,
Okay.
Father.
Now you see, McCarley and colleagues, McCarley and team, we are not bothered about what McCarley and colleagues found, what McCarley and team found, but we are bothered about McCarley later discovered. Again, what is later? Sequential expression. And I said, whenever there is any sequential expression, normally answer will be there around. And this is clear, I hope.
Yes, Father.
Yeah, now you see how beautifully it is put up. See, what particularly impressed Bob Kelly. Okay, in the influence of caffeine on adolescent receptors, no surprise. Text says no surprise. No, where is it? No surprise. Somewhere text says it's no surprise that caffeine. No surprise means we are not impressed, right?
Yes.
The
Yes.
second option
Yes.
says we are not surprised. No surprise. No impression.
It should
And the
come no
action to
surprise.
yeah. Subjects have allowed to sleep, fall, return to school. We will come to that strategy structure. You see, findings of team versus Macaulay. Findings discussed. As I said, the paragraph structure. The two things are discussed in the paragraph: findings of team and findings of Macaulay. And we are asked to speak, asked about only Macaulay's findings. Finding 1, Bob Macaulay and colleagues. Finding 2, Macaulay's team. And finding 3, Macaulay discovered. Macaulay discovered. That's the conclusion. This is a beautiful strategy that you have. See, findings of Bob Macaulay and colleagues at Harvard Medical School versus findings of Macaulay. See, Bob Macaulay and colleagues found. We are not bothered about them. Macaulay's team also found. We are not bothered about team. Macaulay later discovered. So this is the strategy that you have to be very careful. And reading for emotions, the brain cleverly designed. Impression, right? Emotion. Name,
Yes,
Bob Macaulay. Sequential expression, later. Synonyms, found and discovered. Plural versus singular, team versus Macaulay.
Macaulay.
Yeah, beautiful. Now I am going to give you one practice question. This is from sample OET official sample 1. You can see the same strategy can be applied to other texts as well in the same sample material. Now, practice question for applying plural versus singular strategy or general to particular. Okay, let's listen. But meantime, what you have to target is only this strategy, okay? This particular strategy. The team, what we learned just now. Listen and read aloud, then only you will benefit. There is some distraction at the Zoom, please mind.
11. What was significant about the findings in Van Cotta's experiment? The rate at which the sleep-deprived men entered a pre-diabetic state. The fact that sleep deprivation had an influence on the men's glucose levels. The differences between individual men with regard to their glucose tolerance. The extent of the contrast in the men's metabolic states between sleep, debt and recovery. Over a century of sleep research has revealed numerous undesirable outcomes from staying awake too long. In 1999, Van Cotter and colleagues had 11 men sleep in the university lab. For 3 nights, they spent 8 hours in bed. Then for 6 nights they were allowed only 4 hours, accruing what Van Cotter calls a sleep debt. And then for 6 nights they could sleep for up to 12 hours. Sleep recovery. During sleep debt and recovery, researchers gave the participants a glucose tolerance test and found striking differences. While sleep deprived, the men's glucose metabolism resembled a pre-diabetic state. We knew it would be affected, says Van Cotter. The big surprise was the effect being much greater than we thought.
Okay, coming to the question stem. What is important?
Significant findings.
Yeah, significant. What does significant speak?
Important.
It speaks about, again, emotion, significance. Okay, and emotion will be expressed probably there. And findings in Van Carter's. We are bothered about Van Carter. Now, in the answer options, what is important?
Pre-diabetic state.
Yeah. Yeah, the rate at which the pre-diabetic entered a pre-diabetic state. Okay. Next. The fact that sleep debt had the influence on men's glucose levels.
Men's
Then
glucose
the
level.
differences between individual men with regard to their glucose tolerance. Differences between individual men. Okay. And the extent of contrast in the men's metabolic states between sleep debt and sleep recovery. Okay. Contrast in the men's metabolic states between sleep debt and sleep recovery. Okay. As revealed, numerous outcomes from staying awake too long. Okay, the topic sentence speaks about staying away too long. That is the controlling idea. Means sleep deprivation, right?
Yes.
Sleep deprivation, sleep debt. Now come on with the name, Van Carter.
Okay.
And colleague.
Yeah, where do you have the names? Van Carter is here.
Right.
Van Carter and
Colleagues.
colleague. Are we concerned about both?
No.
No.
The
No.
question doesn't
We need
question
one
doesn't
cutter.
ask us about
No.
his colleagues. The question doesn't ask us about his colleagues. Then during the researchers gave the participants. Are we concerned about researchers?
No.
No. See, though these things are speaking only about them. All these things you need not read once you know this strategy. Then go to where is scattered again the name?
Last line. Van
Last
Cotter.
Quarter.
We knew
says,
it would be affected.
says Van Carter. Yes, says his opinion, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and his opinion. What is his opinion? While
While
sleep
sleep
deprived,
deprived.
men's glucose metabolic resembled a prebiotic state. We knew it would be affected. The big surprise, significance. What is it? The emotion.
Emotion.
Okay, the emotion. The fifth surprise was the effect being much greater than what we thought. The extent of the contrast in the men's metabolic states between sleep depth and sleep recovery. During sleep depth and recovery, gave the participants a glucose tolerance test and found striking differences. While sleep deprived, the men's glucose metabolism resembled the pre-diabetic stage. This is the previous sentence, right?
Yes.
Then they are confirming we knew it would be affected, says Van Carter. That's his opinion. Until then, it was of the colleagues and the researchers. Okay, it was affected means sleep deprivation and men's glucose metabolism versus pre-diabetic state. Between metabolic states between sleep depth and recovery. Is that clear?
Yes, well,
Yes,
So
Father.
the answer is here, the name is here, answer is around here. Other things like Van Carter and colleagues and the researchers in general, we are not concerned about it. Okay. See the beauty, says his opinion, says about opinion. Okay. The big surprise. Okay. A century of sleep research has revealed. Okay. That's the general statement. Then that Van Carter and colleagues, then researchers, then Van Carter alone, the big surprise. Okay. So reading emotions impression, the big surprise. The big surprise. Name. Then general to singular. Researchers over century, Van Carter and colleagues, Van Carter. See? Researchers in general, Van Carter and colleagues, then Van Carter. Let's see. Opinion word says. Now scale expression. How can you find scale expressions here? Say this one is most findings of a century of sleep research. Most of them, right? Researchers over a century. Then Van Carter and colleagues means, or researchers, again they say researchers means many. Van Carter is one. So there are most people, most of the researchers over a century, then many of them, his colleagues, researchers, then himself, one. Do you see the sequence? Earlier also we had the same method. Scale.
Yes, Father.
Oh, yeah. Now 13 opinion question. Okay, how do you identify opinions? By three ways. One is marker words, second one is edging words, third one is read for emotions or subjective agreement. That's what we have seen now. Subjective agreement, surprised, impressed, all those emotions expressed, that shows subjective. Now, first one is identify opinion by marker words. What are my marker words? It may say, in my opinion, or I think, or I say, Van Carter says, or believes. Van Carter believes. Then second one, identifying opinion by edging words. What would be the edging words speaking about opinion? Probably. When I want to say my opinion, I say probably I may not reach today home. Okay, perhaps I will be delayed for the session today. Or maybe I may not be able to reach in time. Likely, I'm likely to be absent today. That's all opinion words, hedging words for opinion. Reading for emotions or subjective agreement. For example, compelling, fact, interesting thing, remarkable, worthy of attention, unfortunately, sadly, worrisome, surprised. Okay, all these. Practice question for applying plural versus singular strategy, team versus individual opinion. Again, you hear third one with the same strategy in this OET official sample 1. Okay, let's get into it. Can you, without reading or listening, shall we do it? Okay.
Okay,
Just
fine.
what aspect of our findings surprised? What is the edging word in the question 10?
Surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise. Again says the emotion, right? And
Yes.
here, Cirelli, the name. Okay. In option A,
No reversal.
No reversal.
so no reversal of certain effect of sleep deprivation. No reversal. Okay, no reversal would be the concept is. Then second one,
Structural change.
Underwent some structural
Underwent
changes.
structural changes.
that mice underwent, neurons of mice underwent structural changes. Okay, structural changes. Then there was evidence of an increased need for energy in the brains of the mice.
Increased need for energy.
Yeah, need for energy, yes. Increased need for energy, okay. Then
Neurological response.
Only.
neurological response.
Only
There is
Sleep.
only.
Yeah, sleep deprivation only took a few hours to become apparent. Let's come to the, now could you apply the same strategy? Now find out where are the names. When the name is there, immediately go to the names. First name is here, right?
It's a team. It's a
Team.
team.
And team. Are you bothered about team?
No.
No.
No. So no team required. Better to put it in
Relevant
red, right?
colleagues.
Let us mark it in red. Okay. Then Madison's
Oh,
group
Relevant.
Colleague.
Shirley and colleagues. See, in the same material, this is the third one with the same strategy, right?
Yes, Father.
If you know the strategy, simply go to those names. Now, coming to this one, she says. She means who?
Cyril.
Shirley.
Yeah. Cirelli, yes. And Cirelli says. Says is opinion word. As well as animals such as debris, signs of cellular aging that unusual in the neurons of young healthy. The number of episodes was small, but it was worrisome. But the contrast word that tells you answer will be normally after that. Okay. So worrisome. What does it say?
Emotion.
Emotion. Question says surprise. Now here worrisome because it's only 4 to 5 days of sleep deprivation actually. After 36 hours of sleep recovery, a period during which she expected normal sleep to return, those ranges remained. Those changes remained. Means there was no, yeah, there was no change. There was no change. So what could be the answer? There was no change. It
No
remained means,
reversal, certain effect.
yeah, there was no reversal of a certain effect of sleep deprivation. Yeah. In the first paragraph itself, the 7th question, if you understand the same statement they said, there is no possibility of recovery. Okay. These changes remained means the harm that happened to the brain cells remained. That was not, even after sleeping for long duration, sleep depth was not compensated. Okay. But it's worrisome because it's only 4 to 5 days of sleep deprivation. Says really. See, again you have says really. Right? She says really. After 36 hours of sleep recovery, a period during which she expected normalcy, it did not happen. Normalcy did not happen. Recovery was not possible. No reversal of a certain effect of sleep deprivation. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, Father.
So you see here you have the name given clearly, says Cirelli. So after that, you have answers. Okay. So the same strategy for all these 3 questions. Got it? See the team, the colleagues, she says, worrisome, the emotions expressed. Okay. And found structural changes in the cortical neurons of mice. That is second option. The cortical neurons of the mice underwent structural changes. Whose opinion is that? Not Cyrilis, right? Cyrili and team, the whole
Team.
team's opinion. Okay, and even this one, third one, signs of ventricular activation, which makes sense as neurons need more energy to stay awake. See, there was evidence of an increased need of energy in the brain of. So this is third option, and that is of Cyrili and colleagues. So not our cup of tea. Okay, so we can eliminate these. And the neurological response to sleep deprivation only took a few hours to become apparent. 4 to 5 hours, 5 days. It says 4 to 5 days. The text says 4 to 5 days here.
36 hours.
Yeah. 36 hours. Yeah. 36 hours. Is it only a few hours?
No.
Only a few hours. Even otherwise, with the absolute expression, you can eliminate. I don't want to confuse. That's why I did not put it here. Okay. Cool. That's also eliminated. So what do you require? So 3 questions with the same strategy, the new strategy. Got that strategy right?
Yes, sorry.
Yes. Now, sleep paragraph structure, topic sentence. Within the brain, scientists have glimpsed signs of physical damage from sleep loss, and the timeline for recovery is unknown. The topic sentence itself says recovery is, timeline for recovery is unknown. If any occurs. If any occurs. What does it mean if any occurs?
Conditional.
May not occur. May not occur, right? So the topic sentence itself gives the meaning of first option, if you can understand that way. Okay, but then you definitely go to the name to findings of Cyrili Steam. Okay, about found structural changes in the neurons of mice. Third one, other one, especially Cyrili and colleagues saw signs of mitochondrial activation. Cyrili's feelings, she says, it's worrisome. Says Cyrili, after 36 hours of sleep recovery, those changes remained. And conclusion. Okay, even after 36 years of the thing, there was no recovery. This is the structure of the paragraph. Okay. Yes. See, topic sentence, as I told you, the message is there. Within the brain, scientists have glimpsed signs of physical damage from sleep loss, and the timeline for recovery, if any occurs, is unknown. After 36 hours of sleep recovery, those changes remain. Means there was no recovery. Meaning of the topic sentence and the conclusion is same. And that is what the first option is. Okay. Reading emotions, it's worrisome, name, Cyrili, and contrast word, but opinion word says plural versus singular. Team, colleagues versus she or Cyrili. Yes. That's it. Now question 10. I have taken all those 3 questions together so that you could practice and confirm it. That was not in order, but from the same sample. Question number 10 is lexical question. And the strategies, what are the strategies for lexical question? First one, look for answer in the previous sentence. There is a spelling mistake. Answer in the previous sentence. Generally, the subject of the previous sentence will be the reference. Okay. Look at the subject of the previous sentence. Wherever you have a, lexical questions, there will be a word highlighted and sometimes in single inverted commas in the question statement as well as in the text. So easily you can locate the place of the answer. Second one, look for answer in the very next sentence, including the second part of the same sentence. Where you have the highlighted word, read the second part, next part of the sentence in which you have the highlighted word or phrase. Also, if you don't find in the previous sentence, go look at the very next sentence. These are the only 2 possibilities. Let's see. Okay. Where is the highlighted word? We will just go to that portion. We will not read it to save the time. Where is the highlighted portion? This is the highlighted one, right?
Father, slave not changed.
Yes,
Not
further.
changed?
It changed further now.
Change.
Okay. At YouTube, are you seeing me 10th question?
Further. No, sir.
Yes. Okay, now here, see the highlighted word by no means the be all and all in the third paragraph. Third paragraph we have already highlighted. You have numbered, so you know where it is immediately. What idea is emphasized by the phrase by no means the be all and end all? So where do you have the highlighted word? Immediately go there.
Last.
Last.
Okay, last. So you need not read everything. We have to read the previous sentence or the next portion of the sentence or next sentence. Now, where do you have? Options are sleep deprivation has consequences beyond its impact on consequences of sleep
Consequences
deprivation. And we said the whole text is speaking about sleep deprivation, sleep debt, and its effect or impact or consequence, right? The whole text, not only this paragraph, whole text is speaking about consequences. Second one,
Significant factor.
yeah.
Significant factor.
Okay. Adolescent levels are significant factor. Okay.
Not yet
Then?
fully understood.
Not yet fully understood.
Understood.
Not fully understood. Okay. Importance of the link between sleep deprivation
Should not be underestimated. Link.
Should not be underestimated. Link between sleep deprivation and adolescence should not be underestimated. Link between sleep deprivation and adolescence.
Adolescence.
Yes. Okay. Now the thing is, sleep now in general, if you just analyze earlier, I used to teach you about the link between paragraphs. In third part C, one text, each paragraph is connected. And the very first paragraph speaks about the consequences, impact of sleep deprivation and its results or consequences. Here also definitely the whole text taste is there in the word consequences in the past sentence. That you can see in general, you can understand that way. But here, what is it? Now we will read before the this one highlighted word. What is before?
Macaulay and colleagues
Macaulay
found
says,
that infusing adenine into rat diesel food.
Yeah.
Down one.
Macaulay says adolescent may underline some of the cognitive fields of sleep loss. What does it mean? Macaulay and colleagues found that infusing adolescent into rash, basal development impaired their performance on the attention test similar to that seen in sleep deprived humans. But adolescent levels are C. There, Macaulay says adolescent may underline some of the cognitive deficits that result from sleep loss. Okay, there is cognitive deficits due to sleep loss. Okay, but then the but after but the contrast word, what you have?
But
Adolescent levels are by no means the be all and end all of sleep deprivation effects. Means that is not the only effect. There are much more effects. It goes beyond. It goes, adolescent may underline some of the cognitive effects. You see, some of the cognitive effects that results from sleep. So that is not the all, right? Some of the cognitive deficits. There are so many other cognitive deficits. Maybe adenosine may underlie some of the cognitive defects that result from sleep. That means it has much more consequences beyond, much more. By no means the be all and end all means this is not the only effect. Adenosine levels are not the only effect. Do you have any option with the same meaning?
A.
Yeah. I said consequences, definitely that is the answer. And consequences beyond its impact on adolescent levels. Beyond its impact on adolescent levels. You see, adolescents may underlie some of the cognitive defects that result from sleep loss. This is not the only result, but there are many more effects of sleep loss. Is that clear?
Yes, Father.
Yeah.
Yes, Father.
Deprivation's effects on the brain. See, of all. So the previous sentence tells, even this is explaining the same thing. We're comparing to mice. Okay, same thing. This Adam and colleagues found that infusing adolescents into rats basal membrane improved their performance on an attention test, similar to that seen in sleep-deprived humans. Same thing. This sentence is explained here with an illustration. Okay. Going to next question. Again, lexical question. Now let's check where is the word. It is the highlighted word. Are you seeing the screen?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Okay.
Yes, Father.
It is the highlighted word. Where do you have the it highlighted word in the text?
Middle.
This
Okay,
is because
it. I said, let's go to the previous first strategies. Go to the previous sentence. Okay, what is the previous sentence? This is the previous sentence, right? This is the previous sentence. Okay, and what is the subject? Sorry, what is the subject of the previous sentence? She has found evidence that enforced lack of sleep is the subject. Correct? Enforced, this is echoing one part of the results, but she has found evidence that enforced lack of sleep sends the brain into catabolic or energy consuming state. What is the verb? That is the subject. This is the
singular.
sense is the verb. Okay, and this one, object. I said you have to go to the first strategy. What I explained about lexical question is go to the previous sentence and subject of the previous sentence. Here the previous sentence is enforced lack of sleep sends the brain into a catabolic or energy consuming state. This is because it degrades. It means enforced lack of sleep degrades the energy molecule and then say triphosphate. Correct?
Yes, Father.
So what is the answer?
D.
Option.
The option D, enforced lack of sleep, the subject of the
Yes,
previous
for lack of-
sentence. Clear, no?
Yes, Father.
Yes. See, now maybe we'll put it more.
Yes,
more-
Father.
more. Yeah, now you see lexical question strategy. Look for answer in the previous, okay, in the previous sentence. Yeah, preposition is missing there. Generally, the subject of the previous sentence. See, Bashir has found evidence that enforced lack of sleep sends the brain into a catabolic or energy consuming state. Subject is enforced lack of sleep. Verb, sense. Object, the brain into catabolic or energy consuming state. This is because it degrades. Enforced lack of sleep degrades the energy molecule. Hope it is clear. The word it refers to the subject of the previous sentence, enforced lack of sleep. You can see there are only lexical question sessions which I have uploaded in the YouTube channel, EduSkills OET YouTube channel. You can watch them. I have explained the same thing over there with so many, maybe I think 6 or 7 lexical questions only in that session. Okay. Question 14, speculation. Okay. Just listen and read, okay?
14. In the final paragraph, the quote from Van Cotter is used to suggest that the goals of sleep deprivation research are sometimes unclear. It could be difficult to develop any treatment for sleep deprivation. Opinions about the best way to deal with sleep deprivation are divided. There is still a great deal to be learned about the effects of sleep deprivation. Further insights could be drawn from the study of shift workers and insomniacs, who serve as natural experiments on how the human body reacts to losing out on such a basic life need for chronic periods. But with so much of our physiology affected, an effective therapy other than sleep itself is hard to imagine. People like to define a clear pathway of action for health conditions, says Van Cotter. With sleep deprivation, everything you measure is affected and interacts synergistically to produce the effect.
Yes. Now the thing is in the final paragraph for beginners, you should highlight the paragraph. And from Van Cotter's, the quote from Van Cotter, suggestion. If you remember modal verbs, suggestion, what modal verb will be used for suggestion?
May.
May. Yeah, can also, right?
Yes.
What is this one? Future tense, past tense of can?
Could.
Okay, that's also speculative word, right? Could is here in
Yes.
the option. Okay, could. Just I'm telling you, good is there. We are not bothered about that strategy now. Now, in the first option, goals of sleep deprivation, right?
The goals
Goals. It could be difficult to develop any treatment for sleep deprivation. Opinions about the best way to deal with opinions. Okay, there is still a great deal to be learned about the effects of
sleep
deprivation. Okay, now the paragraph, the quote from Anne Carter is used. Where is the name? Immediately you have to go to the name, right?
Says one quote.
Where is the name?
Last says
Yeah,
one quote.
says what Carter. Suggestion, says. Marking word, right?
Yes.
Says, yes. Says one Carter. What does he say?
People
Before that, but there is a contrast word here. What does it say? Answer must be soon after that. Yes.
For the con-
So let's say, yeah, with so much of our physiology affected, and effective therapy other than sleep itself is hard to imagine. If you don't understand, I said you can eliminate what is between hyphens and read. What does it mean? With so much of our physiology affected, an effective therapy is hard to imagine. After but, if your strategy says after but there is an answer, this must be the answer. Is there a similar statement in the options?
Option B.
Option B.
Option
B.
B.
Difficult to develop.
Difficult
Yeah,
treatment.
exactly same. Treatment is
Therapy.
synonym therapy. And the synonymous of what is that? Difficult to develop.
Hard.
Difficult to develop. Hard. Yeah. What is the synonym?
Hard.
Hard to imagine. See the synonymous expression. So, as I said, once you are competent, as soon as you see a contrast word, soon after that there is an answer. We have seen hundreds of examples and it has happened, right? And people like to define a clear pathway of action goal. They're going to say Saleen Joseph. With sleep deprivation, everything you measure is affected and interacts synergistically to produce the effect. Again, the same thing is explained. With the sleep deprivation, everything, every organ, every body is affected. Every part is affected. Synergically means synergistically. Synergistically means together, combined, to produce the effect, harm. Okay? Got it?
Yes,
Is that clear?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Good. Yeah. And as I said, if you have competency for this one, the topics and further insights could be drawn from the study of shift workers and so many who serve as natural experiments to harm and human body. They are losing out on such a basic life need for chronic periods. Could is there. There is speculation. Suggest is there. So could, if there is the paragraph topic sentence speaks about speculation. Speculation means predicting about the future. Predictive answer should be the real one. So you have only here could. Otherwise, you don't have that speculation language. That's another strategy. Everything you measure is affected and tracks synergistically to produce the effect. Hope that is clear. Let's check. Okay. Now you see, in the final paragraph, the quote from Van Curtis is used to suggest that it could be difficult to develop any treatment for sleep deprivation. But contrast word after that, there says an effective therapy is hard to imagine. An effective therapy is hard to imagine. Conclusion says everything you measure is affected. Everything you measure means whatever the tests you conducted, it is affected when you don't have proper sleep. You have the harmful effects and interact synergically to produce the effect. So everything works together. So difficult to develop, hard to imagine. Treatment, therapy. So synonymous language, treatment in the question statement, therapy in the text. And a synonymous language, difficult to develop and hard to imagine in the text. That's the beauty of it. And I've been telling you, maybe Shanmugh admin was reminding me somewhere, asking repeatedly about the diaries. All diaries we will not explain now. It might take a long time, but I'll show you some simple things. You should have diaries. I said diaries of synonyms, synonymous language, paraphrasing, scale, absolutes, or contrast words. So we have around 8 diaries, right? And see why we say the diaries. Diaries means you are not going to, there are people who request me in the platform, could you send me the list of synonyms? No, that will not help you. List of words, vocabulary will not help you. Why? Because you see, every word matters a lot. And you have to keep this diary, because from the material that you are practicing, you have to record all the synonyms, all the scale expressions, all the contrast words in the context. Because you see, the word round, R-O-U-N-D, has 79 different meanings. So there is no meaning. It's not meaningful to learn by heart the list of vocabulary or synonyms or scale expressions. And when the verb round is used as a verb, it has 26 different meanings. When the word round is used as a noun, it has 19 different meanings. When the word round is used as an adjective, it has 18 different meanings. When the word round is used as preposition, it has 9 meanings. There are 7 special meanings. Total 79 different meanings. This simple word R-O-N-D. So 500 most used words in English have an average of 28 separate meanings per word. Okay. So it's not useful to learn by heart. So examples of common phrasal verbs, look into. Synonymous is investigate. Cut down, reduce is the synonym. Keep on, continue. Point out, indicate. Some examples. Now you see, when you have to keep a diary, fitness, diet, and health vocabulary, some diary vocabulary, just you have to write down the sentence and the context this way. For example, fat. The other word used is overweight. Overweight means 70% of the population is now overweight according to official figures. You have to write down that sentence
Father, I
as well.
think the slide is not changed.
Oh, sorry. Why is it delay? You didn't see the other slides?
No, for the 14.
No,
slide.
Father. 14 questions.
Okay. Hope I'll do it right now. You have to
So
mention
we can see
immediately. Mention immediately when you can't see, okay?
Okay, Father.
At YouTube, please let me know whether you can see that. Now I am playing a slide with Occupation English as Diary 1 vocabulary.
Yes, we can able to see that.
Yeah. Now vocabulary, just I'll fast go with the other thing. Okay. Now we see, I said every word matters a lot. There is no meaning in learning words by heart. Okay. You have to collect the vocabulary and put it right in your diary from the resources that you're practicing. Don't collect it from other people. Collect it from the material that you're practicing, because you have to understand in the context. That's why I said the word round has 79 different meanings. So it can be used as verb and it has 26 different meanings. When it is used as a noun, it has 19 different meanings. When the word round is used as adjective, it has 18 different meanings. Yeah.
Slide. Still it's
Okay.
vocabulary, that diary one.
Slight delay. Can you see now?
Yes, Father.
Yes,
Yes,
Father.
Okay, at the YouTube. Okay, I already explained this. You can just understand going through this. Maybe take a screenshot. Okay. Now this one, phrasal verbs. Can you see the phrasal verbs slide?
Yes,
Father.
Father.
So these are the synonymous expressions. Look into means investigate, cut down means reduce, keep on means continue, point out means indicate. See, when you collect the words, you have to write in the context, write the context and the sentence where it appears. Okay, are you seeing my slide on overweight?
Yes,
Fat?
Father.
Yes.
At the YouTube as well? Yes. Now you see, this is how we have to write the diary. For example, now about witness, diet, and health. If you write vocabulary, see fat. Fat, also overweight, obesity are the words used for fat, right? But what is the difference? Overweight. 70% of the population is now overweight according to official figures. That's the sentence where you can use overweight. Extremely fat or overweight. Now, fat means overweight, and obesity means extremely fat or overweight. Okay? Extremely fat means there is a scale difference in the scale, right? Obesity is now a real problem for teenagers. Teenagers who are obese are often bullied at school. Some example sentence, same sentence where you found this vocabulary or particular vocabulary, you have to write down the sentence. Now, eating disorder. What is eating disorder? And nutrients. What does nutrients mean? Okay. Any substance which plants or animals need in order to live and grow is nutrients. A healthy diet should consist of all the essential nutrients. This meal is very nutritious. So how the words, different words having different scale expressions or different meanings. See diet, overeating, ingredients, allergy, additive, prevent. There's so many examples. Just I do some examples where you can write down this way. There too could be scale expressions. You know already this example. Can you put the synonyms here in the? Just type in the YouTube. You can type in what is the synonyms to kill. Synonym of kill you have to write here. Saddam Hussein was at the YouTube. Please type in. Do you see this particular slide is? What is the first answer here? Please type in the chat box.
Was assassinated.
Saddam Hussein was assassinated. Okay, let's check. Second one, the soldier was dashed in action.
Killed.
Killed in action. He was dashed by his neighbor. You have to use the synonym of kill. Murdered. Indira Gandhi was dashed by the terrorists. Just type in, yes, in the chat box. The sheep was dashed by the man.
Yes.
Okay,
Come back.
now you see. Saddam Hussein was executed by US government. Executed because when someone is killed after a process of trial in the law courts, it is known as execution. The soldier was killed in action. They have the permission to kill. And they kill each other, so kill. He was murdered by his neighbor. Illegal killing is murder. Indira Gandhi was assassinated by the terrorists. The sheep was slaughtered by the man. So these are the synonyms. So you have to write down synonyms or scale expressions. For example, other one diary could be about scale. Already I have told you about all these things. I'm not going to explain, just to tell you what is scale, almost, many, a few. These are the scales you can write down. Different scales you'll find. As of now, you found most, many, and one. Different, the group of people, researchers in general, then particular person and his colleagues, then particular person himself. So those expressions you have to write down. Okay, boiled, hot, warm, cold, ice, all those could be always, often. Okay, always, often, and most of the time, sometimes, seldom, rarely. Okay, never. And absolutes, no, the extreme ends, first one and the last one are the absolutes normally. Okay, just I'm showing you not to teach you these things, but to tell you these are the diaries that you can keep about scales. Different things you will find. Scale expressions as you practice your material. You have to take down those different expressions or different scale expressions and practice. By the end of your training, you will be perfectly fine. These are the scale expressions, different scale expressions. The answer option, reading passage could be many foreign students do the OET test in their home countries. Most overseas students sit the OET test in their country of origin. Are they same? Are they same?
No.
No. Many means not most. Okay. Many is not most, many. So there's a scale expression. Foreign students Synonymous is overstay students. Sit, do the test, sit the OET test. So these are the synonymous expressions. Cool. Okay, we'll not go into that. And challenge is not required now. That's good. Okay, that's the end of it. Thank you. Hope you have understood the things.
Yes, Father.
So you have a very new strategy today. Very new
Yes, Father.
strategy today. Yes, very new strategy today. Try to use it. Most of the materials you will find the same strategy. This is from OET official, so you know it happens.
Thank you so much,
And
Father.
welcome. What happened, Joy, to your team from Nigeria and Ghana? Did someone join? Not yet.
I sent them maybe they joined in YouTube.
Okay, okay. Cool. I think that's it at YouTube. Do you have any concerns? You can. Thank you so much for. Thank you. Welcome. You're most welcome. And now your business is to go to the main platform, and there are thousands of people who could not join the sessions. You'll have to explain to them at least one lesson that you have learned, one small lesson. And we are taking it for the next batch. We are selecting people for those who share their knowledge, those who empower each other. We'll be taking them for special sessions and Zoom sessions and next batch. So we need only the serious learners. That's why we screen out this way. Every time we screen out people and select who really are serious about their studies and those who empower each other and grow together. Such are the people we need for special training. Yeah, I learned more. Thank you. Good, good. You're most welcome. Any concerns, you can, for the next session, if you want to type down in the chat box at YouTube, you can type down. And I said all my next sessions depends on your need and your request. If you don't request anything, you may not get. Okay. I think it is cool. We will wind up. Thank you for joining. Enjoy the learning, and C part is so interesting. Try to be patient. Don't try to do all 8 questions simultaneously. Try to do one. Take one passage, one text, and analyze it, understand every option. Why do you eliminate all options? What is the right answer? Why it is the wrong answer? And write your synonyms, synonymous language, contrast word, expressions, and all those in your diaries, different diaries, which I just had a glance at. Okay, you can discuss same things about the diaries in the main platform. So admin also will assist you to develop your diary, which is the most powerful weapon in your competency. Please session need for writing further. Okay, we'll think of this. Yeah. One is asking for writing session. And also you can ask in the YouTube comment space later as well. Okay, so I'm going to stop live. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Father. We are
Okay,
grateful.
okay, great, great. Getting to the other side. Yes.